Alright. This is a problem. I'm sorry to say the name of my channel, but this is a fucking huge problem, right? So basically, for those that don't know, and I'm pretty sure there's not many people that don't know, but Britain, or some people in Britain, have voted to leave the EU. So we're leaving the EU, and this is a problem. You know, I voted to stay. I think it was 17 million people voted out, and then 16 voted in. Around that anyway. But here's the problem, right? There's a few problems straight off the bat, right? And I respect everyone's decision, but it wasn't the right one, basically. Because I've been talking to people a lot, and I was really devastated actually when I found out this morning, because I found out through Facebook, and I was like, whoa, shit, because everything I live in the northeast of England, and seriously, the EU has done more for the northeast of England than the government in Britain has itself, because we're kind of like that black sheep where it's shunned off to the side, But so we've left the EU. Everyone, the whole there's two things that really hinged, that supported the Leave campaign, right? Obviously, the money issue, where they said we were setting off £350 million a week. Not true, because we got half it back in rebates, which is a discount. Then 115 million was generated back into local trades, so farming, stuff like that, agriculture. And then, I think we ended up paying about 161, which, is still a lot of money, of course, But then we got back 17 billion. Now, I was never good at maths, right? But if I give someone £161 million, and I got back 17 billion, I'd be quite happy, to be fair, right? But obviously, that's by the by. So Nigel Farage, the racist pig, and leader of UKIP, who somehow is getting support, baffles me. Obviously, Hinge, saying, oh well, with this 350 million, we pay, which we don't. My bird's going crazy. We can give that to the NHS. Now the NHS is in need of money, so everyone goes, oh, well, the NHS is in need of money. Yes, that sounds good. Let's give it them. And then on Good Morning Britain, literally hours after it was voted that we'd leave, they said on the presenter said, okay, so this 350 million is going to the NHS, yeah, and he goes, oh, well, I can't promise that. That was a mistake. A mistake. And I've also read that people that voted leave have actually come out and said, oh wait, I didn't think my vote would matter, I regret it. Here's the thing, right? If you were in doubt, if you didn't know which one to choose, you should have voted stay. That's not just me saying, oh, because I voted stay. That is because there'll be another chance for it to come round if you vote stay and you change your mind up. Right? Leave, there's no going back from this, what I mean? I know some people think yes there is, and people are saying, oh, a second petition. No, right? In a couple of hours, we lost 122 billion. Our economy, which also, obviously, I got in a couple of arguments with some guys, I don't know. But, obviously, they were saying, oh, well, and I was like, oh, well, we'll see how Little Britain does, on its own two legs. Oh, Little Britain's the 5th largest economy in the world. And that changed because we plummeted so far that we're actually below France now. The camera died, so I'm just going to do the selfie camera because I think it's got more space on the selfie camera. Don't know how that works. But, so yeah, we're below France in terms of economy now. Spot on. Lost 122 billion. The stock markets are absolutely plummeting. They're going crazy. The pound is the lowest it's been since 1985. And it's pretty much worth diddly squat in comparison to the euro, local farmers and stuff, very important people are losing trade because they got a lot of trade from the EU. And, one thing that come out of this, right? Okay, so go away from all the politics and stuff, right? What was it? 58% of over 65s voted to leave, right? And this has become a big talking point because, they're not the people that have to live with these consequences, you know what I mean? It was saying average expectancy, 80 or whatever. So it's saying time that you have to live with the decision 16 years or whatever, right? And then it had obviously us, so I'm 18, and it was saying, 18's, the majority of us voted to stay. It was like 60%, I think, voted to stay from the 18 to 24-year-old range, and then I had like obviously life expectancy to live with it 60 plus years. Is that right? That the people that like voting for leave and stuff are people that grew up with like you got your healthcare, you got obviously I know like a lot of people like grew up during the war and stuff. That's a hard time, but the majority of the people grew up during the 50s and stuff, which is really easy time to grow up, I think, because and I think I've got a lot of supporters on this because it's so easy to grow up in that time because you had jobs galore, you had pretty much everything, man. And yeah, I personally think this is the hardest time to live right now because it's so hard to find a job and it's so hard to do everything. And, everyone's so critical and everything like that. It's hard to be a child or not child, but a young adult at this time, definitely. They voted to stay, and obviously, people are saying, is that right? Is it not right? It's immigration as well. That's another thing. Obviously, they were saying that would save 100 billion as well, and then obviously the guy that said that has just come out and said, yeah, well, probably not. That's probably not going to happen. Then another guy retracted his from the Leave campaign, retracted his thought that leaving would stop immigration or reduce immigration. Again, not true. He pulled out on that. He said it wasn't true. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. It's just built on lies. And I know politicians lie all the time. You know what I mean? I'm not naive, and I know that happens. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like on something this big, and now Scotland want their own referendum to leave. Ireland want their own referendum to leave. Apparently, there's been talks about London wanting to leave and become independent. So it just baffles me that we're gonna have to grow up in this thing where people say, oh well, it doesn't matter, and leave people like, oh well, I'm allowed my opinion. It's gonna be everyone's problem, you know what I mean? When everyone's lacking money and stuff like that, but just think about it, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. Fucking yeah, it does matter. But yeah, just if you want, just drop down in the comments below. Like, drop a like if you agreed with anything. But if you didn't agree with anything, just comment and say what you voted and why you voted that. And yeah, I'm in, or I was in anyway. And just a bit gutted, to be honest, but it doesn't matter. It fucking does matter, man. What am I fucking on about, man? It matters. It does matter because all of us are going to be feeling the effects of it, and that's the problem. That's the problem, that like everyone's saying, oh well, I'm so happy to be independent this, independent that. Right? We're not strong enough to be independent. We're not. That's evident in how much money we fucking lost straight away. Doesn't matter. I keep saying it doesn't matter. Why the fuck do I keep saying it doesn't matter? It does fucking matter. Yeah, I'm an absolute fucking idiot, man. But yeah, just thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed.